Thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming and doing some pondering. This is part 3 of the arc we have been on with my oracle cards. We pulled the first one to try and see how they work. So we got Spiritual Quest. And so we've been working a little bit with this card, doing some journey work and tapping into what this card wants to share. So in our second part, we had taken a journey into the cave with a spirit guide that we had met in the first part. And also, we had a spiritual tool. And so we each got our own, and however, you appear too within it. So then our second journey was working with the rune. This is Stan, the rune Stan. It's the stone, it's the blockage of a cave, it's the strength of the rock to take you places, a gateway. So we were then adding with all those elements. We went to see the being of Stan and to see more of what our spirit guide and our tool can help us. So I will share what I've experienced, and I hope you'll share yours, or just hope you did it and had a good time. So we also, within this, we were going to do healing and shadow. What is the kind of the healing and shadow on this quest that we were starting together? So here is a little video of what I experienced. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll explain it a little more on the other side. Thank you. All right, so you can see what happened. Well, I went with my whale. We went down underneath into the tunnels beneath the cave, and whale's eye gave me this one big tear, which was just beautiful. It kind of came and it dropped, releasing kind of everything that needed to be released, which was interesting, kind of clearing the road for our quest because we're starting this spiritual quest. And so it kind of, whatever the issues were, maybe the fears, maybe concerns, kind of release it. And tears are the best way to do it. They are such a cleansing process to do. Once a day really feels pretty good, kind of releases everything. And so then I saw this big whale tear drop into the depths, and then it did land on like a little ledge, and more tears came. And as the tear hit the ledge in the rock, it turned to stone. And the next tear came, and that right perfectly on top of it turned to stone. And another, until it had developed a standing stone, where in the old days it was like a place. It was actually like a road map. It was the road sign to where to go. And so these tears have shown the standing stone, kind of a remembrance of the time, but also too where to go. So if I want to continue more on this journey, I can go back to this standing stone and see where it wants to take me. I could work with each of the stones, ask them, okay, what do you want to share? Follow, see where it goes. Topple the stone. There's just so many things you just have to kind of go and try and do it, and that's called pondering. Thinking of, okay, so how can I work with this? What else can I do? And so that was really interesting. My spiritual tool was the staying. And that one has also been leaving me on a quest, because as I go outside and go for a walk and stuff, I find one, and it's kind of leading me and sharing things with me. So here's kind of I'll show you my little collection of some of the stayings that I found, and they're just all different, found in all different ways. This real big chunky one here, and some little thinner ones here. And so I don't quite know exactly what to do with them. I have some ideas that they kind of shared with me. But at this point, I'm just enjoying the quest to find more stings. So I hope you can find your thing that will be shared with you to keep you going, to keep going and searching. Something that really feels really deep, because these stings, these do really feel deep. Every time I touch anyone, there's just amazing energy within them. I'd also thought I'd do one more thing before we um, end this. I want to talk about the healing and the shadow. But of course, whale came through to me, and I always like to read the runes and see what the runes have to share. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to read the runes. I also wanted to show you too, working with the runes, of course, there's traditional meanings to each one. But once you worked and know those traditional meanings, they share a boatload of information and things just for you, things that are special to you. I thought I'd show you my little, I guess I call it a cheat sheet. This is from all the many journeys I've been doing. And each one of these lines is a different rune. And many times you can see there's different colors where I've got all these different information and different things that they share with me. And so this is my treasure from my spiritual quest, because this helps me so much. Because then when I pull a rune, this tells me more so what it means to me versus the basic regular information about it. But the regular information is really wonderful too. Here's a sheet I'll show you too. Here is a sheet of the traditional in a sense. And these runes do love to work on the body, mind, and soul level. So they do have three levels that when you pull it, a rune, you kind of see, well, which one is the meaning that is pertinent to what I'm working on now. So it's a lot of fun to work with the runes. So here's the first one. Here is the W, and this is Wunyo. And so traditionally, Wunyo is joy. And of course, I love a whale. So for me, that is pure joy to be able to have a friend as a whale and to work with them. But then let's just see on my little special thing here, what does Wunyo kind of mean special to me? And, I've got these over years and years, and it's very hard to remember all this. But Wunyo is the rune of shamanic journey work for me. And we're in spiritual quest, which is sort of really kind of a shamanic journey. Okay, and the whale is my helper to go and do that work. I like that. Okay, that really gives me some ideas. WH for the whale is Hagalaz. And Hagalaz is probably one of the roughest runes. It's disruption. It's kind of like the Tower card in tarot. Disruption, it's hail. Hail comes and destroys, but then still, it's like the Tower too. Once you get the destruction, clear it away, and now there's all fresh stuff that needs to be worked with, and it's all fresh for you to start over or to continue with whatever is left. My Hagalaz was the rune, of the Hague stone and the Kaliak. So the Kaliak, she's a Celtic crone, and I just love her. I did a song about her. Um, she is really interesting from what she does. She brings in the winter, and I personally love the winter very much. So it's interesting because with the winter, it's kind of like going inward hermit time. I always have cave time that starts in September. So something to look forward to. Also to thinking of the winter whales, they go up north and go into the icy waters. So they're not uncomfortable with the icy waters. So something to ponder on that. A for Ansus. And Ansus is Odin's rune. It's communication. It's the rune of the computer. So just finding information. It could be about ponderings too. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to put that on my list because I never had that, because this is a new thing. Ponderings, because you get some communication, then you have to ponder upon it, whether it's good, or what does it mean? So, well, there. Isn't that cool? How you all of a sudden find something new. Let's see what else Ansu has had. Always with the rune of whispers. So there's nothing better to be hearing the whispers, like sitting quietly in the morning is a good time, or really the good times are when you're just waking up or you're just falling asleep. Those in between uh, times are just so open to hear spirit, to hear your higher self. So um, beautiful, beautiful ponderings. The L is for Lagaz. This is the rune of water. So it's very much all the different types of water, their attributes. You got the fast running stream going quickly that you just have to go with it because you just can't fight against it. You got the little bubbling brook that's just gentle, kind of sitting and and just kind of listen to the sounds and feel and calm down and rest. You have like a big river that maybe you need to swim against the current or just go with it. And of course, then you have the sea, and you can be taking a journey over and over many, many waves, or you can go down deep, deep into the depths of the ocean and see what's there. Now, whales, interesting, it comes for the whale because whales do go down deep and they're not afraid of the depths. They can go down deep and get their food and socialize and do whatever they do. Uh, my Lagaz, what has Lagaz shared with me? Oh, two cool things. The rune of discovery. So that's what we're doing together, discovering new things, new ways, new perspective, and the rune of the mirror. But that's a discovery too, because looking at yourself and seeing yourself in a different light or seeing who you truly are. So that's very, very deep. And one more rune, Avaz for E, and this is the rune of partnerships. Traditionally, it's the horse and rider, because to work together as one unit, you have to be really tight and really good with each other, um, each giving enough to each other. Maybe one is more and less, and then all of a sudden that goes the other way, or equal, each being fair, no one being mean, no one, taking advantage. And so within our spiritual quest with the whale, sounds like the whale is going to be a good partner to work with. A big creature, but a caring creature and a wonderful, gentle creature. So see how your spirit guide came to you. And what did Ava's? Where are you on my list? It's so tiny, but I hate to redo this now because it's been years and years. I don't even know when I started this. It's the rune of your other self. Okay, I like that. So tapping into who else you are. And we have many other selves. Of course, we have our higher self. That's our big self, because this little body that I'm in is only a little piece of my higher self. But then there's other selves. There's my shadow self. There's my crabby self. There's my friendly self. All the different archetypes, all the different personas that we work with, and which ones give us the most pleasure, because I think that is this is all about. This is about love and bliss and having a good time, and just having a good life here, even though there's rough stuff that have to be done, but trying to really embrace the love. Okay, well, thank you, Whale, for having your beautiful name and sharing all that deep information with us. So the last thing I'm going to do is, in that journey too, we were in the back of this card. There's many things that I've learned in journeying with this card, but I was curious about healing and shadow work. And so the healing that came forward to work with this card, when this card comes up, is endless possibilities. So you can heal with endless possibilities. If something isn't working for you, there's another thing to try. Constantly move on. Change is so important. Keep going, try something different, really attached to things you really like, but then they may just last for a time and need to move on, which is kind of the sad part of life, because like with people are not here forever and ever. And so we do get kind of sad when someone is gone. But that's what this place is. This is a place of change. And so to heal, to be your best at this present moment, just tap into endless possibilities. So I like that. And then the shadow. What was the shadow for this card? And I guess if you look here, I mean, this water could be scary. This cliff could be scary. This cave could be scary. This mermaid could be scary. She may not be friendly. So it said the shadow is fear of the dark. And so really all these little tunnels and things, the fear is kind of a part of shadow. But then like with my spirit guide, and hopefully maybe yours, because tap in to see how your spirit guide might work with fear of the dark, because the dark kind of represents things you don't understand, things that are not clear, that you can't see clearly. So it's not just, going into a dark room or a dark basement. It is just about the fuzzy things, the things that are not quite there. So with this card and my spirit guides, and I was going to say, because a whale is fine going into the dark. So he would be a good guide to do things with, as I think your guide will probably too. Tap in with them, ask them, how can you help me with my fear of the dark? And then maybe figure out what your fears are, and try to bring them into the light, because that's the best way to get rid of them. Well, thanks for joining me. I so appreciate having this time together. Come back and visit me often. I'm going to be going this way, that way, and the other way, all over the place. I got many, many things to share with you and to ponder together. All right. Blessed be. Take care. Bye-bye.